Hey, I'm Dorian, and this is...
Ashley, his wife. It's been a minute since I feel like we've announced it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It still feels new and
It is
fun.
barely over 2 months.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's been a minute, but we have a very important topic today.
Yes.
I've been kind of encouraging, let's just say, her to get on the ball here.
Yep, and I've been asking a lot of questions, so I figured, you know what, we should just address it here in the video, and then I'll learn, and you guys can learn about this.
So today we're going to talk about the bullet journal method.
So what is the bullet journal method?
So the bullet journal method is basically like an analog version of the Getting Things Done suite of apps and techniques. It's specifically for using a notebook in. It's a bunch of different compartmentalized, categorized things that are to-do list components, monthly reviews, yearly to-dos. It's a very, very, very easy workflow.
All I know is when I looked at your notebook and you explained to me how it worked, I was very impressed. So why are we recommending it? Why is it so good that we are recommending it?
Well,
I know.
You're incredibly busy.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly busy. I've got 3 companies that I run right now. And frankly, getting all of that organized in my head is basically impossible.
Yep.
So what I learned early on in my career is that you've got to have a system in place for figuring out how to do these things in what order, what takes priority, what doesn't take priority. And the reason I'm specifically bringing it up is number one, for her benefit, but for you guys as well. And because Ryder, the creator of the bullet journal method, released a book here a couple of months ago. He sent me a copy of it, and I have been, if you can't tell by the tabs, I have been kind of really impressed with it. I'm kind of shocked actually how much I've gotten out of the book. I've been following the method for about a year plus, year and a half, because they have a lot of really wonderful free resources online, a lot of videos, a lot of blog articles about how to do everything. We'll link them all below. And I got the book, I was like, I want to support Ryder. I've been a huge fan of his. And so I was reading it like, okay, it's probably just gonna be a rehash of everything I already know. That is not it.
Oh no. You learned, I knew how much you learned from this book when I saw all of the Amazon orders of Post-its and stickers and markers and stencils.
Well, that's not, they don't really go into that in the book. You literally just need a pen and paper or a notebook more than anything. I just got down the rabbit hole a little bit of like following bullet journalers online, and I'm like, wow, that's like pretty amazing.
You really nerded out, just like he nerded out as much as the mechanical keyboard phase of his life.
Yes, we are still in that phase, don't get me wrong, but this is a new phase where I'm learning how to handwrite better and using things that just make it easier for me. And some people would argue that it takes more time, my writing's sloppy, what if I lose all the paper and all that kind of stuff? What if I lose the notebook? And there is some truth to that, and I had those exact same reservations until I started doing it. Number one, I've never lost a notebook because it is so important. As anyone would have lost a notebook, it would have been you, and you haven't. Because it is so important that you make it a priority to just keep it in places that it won't get lost.
Yep.
Second, everyone always thinks, and I thought too, once you do the bullet journal method, you can't use any digital tools at all. That's not it at all. I still have a lot of notes on my phone. I still do calendaring on my phone because I want those alerts. For our team stuff, we use a lot of to-dos and Trello boards and all that kind of stuff. So I still lead a pretty damn digital life. I have found that going more analog with this stuff, number one, is much easier. It's a system that I found really conforms to you, that you can tweak to yourself, than the opposite, which a lot of online tools, it's like, okay, this kind of works for me, but not really exactly. Oh, it's a little stiff. I wouldn't really think to do it that way. The bullet journal method is extremely flexible. That to me is what appeals the most, because everything else is always fraught with a lot of friction, online or offline. And then on top of that, I just find that it gives me a sense of peace, actually. We talked about this in our morning routines video. Sit down, be intentional, write the things down that you need to do that day, and really, really, really focus on that without all these distractions before you even start the rest of your day. And I have been starting my day like that for about a year now, and it's been incredibly helpful. Provides a lot of clarity, gives you a little bit of pause, because it's so easy to wake up and just grab your phone and just email, research, etc., until literally you go to sleep. I found that it gives me an opportunity to be like, that can happen later. I need to sit down and set everything up for today, update a couple things, look at my calendar, all that kind of stuff. And I found it's been very helpful from a psyche perspective.
I will have to say, so I'm just about to start doing and implementing the bullet journal method. Dorian just actually went through and told me kind of what to start with, and I'm super excited. I look at his notebook and how he does his to-do list, how he does his future goals, future to-dos, and it makes so much sense. I'm just like, how did I not do this before?
So guys, pick up the book. There's a lot of free resources online. Do that as well. But I have to tell you, as someone that is very well versed in this was kind of a game changer. It definitely like stepped it up, and I felt a lot better, and I'm getting a lot more organized, even more so than I've been in the past, by using the book. And it was really helpful, very inspiring actually. I love the way Ryder writes. It's very simple, very to the point. So do yourself a favor, pick this up, kick ass this year, get a lot of stuff done, and just have fun and be more analog.
You can do it.
All right guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.